Tampa. I'm so happy to be home. Oh my gosh. I am in the best mood. This is curing any depression I was experiencing. I don't even know what day, where we are, what's happening. Saturday, November 22nd. I am just sat here in our new little coffee. I don't even want to say nook because it's like in the middle of the kitchen, but this little coffee seating area. I made the most delicious latte this morning. My mom has a bunch of like infused bourbon maple syrup, so made a little salted maple latte. I was going back and forth between reading a couple chapters, responding to some comments. Then I figured, what better time to start the vlog for the weekend? Well, technically I started it, I think, with a little montage of traveling home. But yesterday I didn't really pick up the camera, and by really, I didn't, after I got back to my house because I was filming a travel vlog for TikTok, which ended up leading into like a home renovation reveal because my parents wanted to like surprise me and do this whole reveal when I got to the house. I'll give you guys all the updates on the renovation in a little bit, but I wanted to at least update you on kind of what's going on. I definitely think this will not be up for another week or so because I want this to be like a full week in my life in Florida. Depending on how much footage I have, because I'm with my family, I have a feeling that there won't be very long clips. It will just be like a lot of shorter clips and just bring you guys along for what we end up doing while I'm home. We're gonna be at my parents' best friend's house for Thanksgiving. My SD card is full. I'll just finish filming this intro on my cell phone. Guys, look at how like, I mean, my hair, I think it looks pretty good right now, but it's like expanding because the humidity already. Let's catch up really quickly while we're sitting here. Flew into Tampa yesterday. I landed at about like 2 o'clock, I think, and then came straight home. Did obviously like the house reveal. My mom set up a little cheese board for us because I was starving. I hadn't eaten. That was just kind of like a little lunch slash snack. And then my parents are really involved in Operation Christmas Child, which if you've gone to church around the holidays, it is basically where you pack shoe boxes with a whole bunch of goods for these little kids that live in all parts of the world that don't probably get Christmas gifts or any kind of holiday gifts of any kind. It's a really, really special organization. And when we were growing up, part of our Christmas tradition was to go to Target or the dollar store with my mom and dad, and the four of us would pack as many shoe boxes as we possibly could for these kids. And then you drop them off at church, and then the church has basically volunteers that collect all the shoe boxes, and then we'll send them off to a distribution center, and then from there they go all over the world. And my dad is, I don't know his like official title, but he kind of is like the area coordinator for Tampa. Parents are both super involved in OCC, and so basically the whole like month leading up to Thanksgiving week, they are slammed with OCC things, getting the collections and everything like that. So that's where they are this morning. And yesterday when I got in, I had a snack with my mom, and then she had to go to our church and man the drop-offs. I figured I would go and help her. We were there for a few hours, just tried to like make her life a little bit easier because it can be a little bit stressful just coordinating with that many people and basically running like this operation and everything. So anyway, that's what I did with my mom last night, and my brother was here, which was really nice because he has his own apartment, but he'll come to the house and hang out with my parents. Four of us had dinner. My dad made steaks, duck fat potatoes. My mom made a salad, and we just sat around the table talking for like hours. And then I think we all went to bed at like 10:30 or 11. And then this morning I slept in. I edited a couple videos from my phone. Well, I say I slept in. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't sleep in. I woke up in cold sweats at 4 a.m., which was weird. And then because I stopped my birth control, which I've talked about on TikTok, we can also catch up about this later, but I stopped my birth control a few days ago. And of course I got like a withdrawal bleed, and I've been cramping all morning. It's been so fun. So I woke up with like drenched in sweat at 4 a.m. Sorry, really gross, but like drenched in sweat. So that was really weird. Did fall back asleep, and then I woke up at like 7, and I just kind of sat in bed. I scrolled a little bit, and then I edited a bunch of videos so that I could at least like enjoy today and not be stressed about getting some stuff up. And then I have a video that has to go live on Reels today, so I have to do that in like half an hour. And then what else? Cleaned up the kitchen for my parents. What was I gonna, like they were gonna come home and like I'm just sitting like putzing around and like their house is a disaster? No. So I would be pissed off if I was them and I came home and nobody was helping me clean. So went ahead and did that, and it's almost 12 o'clock now, and I think my parents said that they were gonna be home at like 12:30. So what I would like to do is put on a little bit of makeup, get dressed for the day. That way when they get home, we can just go out and grab lunch. So I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. I'm gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna get dressed and then we'll do a little house tour. I could take you to the first, second, third floor. Okay, bye. Hi, I'm back. I'm looking much better. My makeup? Oh my God, I got such good things at Sephora sale. I can confidently say that now that I've seen my full face. Patrick Ta and Natasha Denona, I could kiss you on the mouth. Okay, anyway, I'm dressed for the day. My parents are on their way home now. So I figured I would give you guys a little bit of a tour around the house. Let's see if I can get some of the lights on just for the effect of it all. Okay, so you walk in from the front door, and honestly, I'll try to overlay some before pictures, what the house looked like pre all the renovations, and then maybe if I can find some, I'm sure that they exist. We've been in this house for like 30 years. And then maybe I'll try to find some ones before I saw it yesterday, like what it looked like. Walk in from the front door. Let me turn you around. And so the front door is here. You walk in, and this is what I saw yesterday. Okay, so this entire wall is new. We've had some of these items like the mirror and the little ceramic vase. We actually, oh, and I think some of these pictures up here, like from Ecuador, but we've had these around the house. And I was always wondering, like, how are we gonna tie it into this super glitzy glam aesthetic my mom's kind of going for? And look at how stunningly it tied in. It's so good. So this is the gallery wall. It looks amazing. Light fixture at the top. And then this little entryway landing area. My mom's interior decorator was in a store and she saw this trunk, which has my dad's initials on it, which is so crazy. So she was like, I have to get it for them and find a place for it. So that's where that is. And then you see the living room. This was here. This furniture has been here for a few years now, but some of the finishing touches like the tree and accessories on the table, the pillows, all of those things are new. And then this is also all new. This was just gray walls and just an empty blank room for the last like 3 or 4 years. So this was shocking to see how good it looks. And this light fixture at the top is insane. And then this whole little area is kind of a bar situation. And then same thing, like some of our relics that we have in the house that just tied in and looked so good here. And then the dining room, which is so nice. We haven't had a large dining room table, oh my God, in like of many, many years. And even the one that was here before was like a hand-me-down from my grandma that my parents had. And it did not go with the house at all. It was very mixed match. So this looks so, so, so sick. Let's see. And then yeah, this was all part of the first renovation. They extended this wall and built a little wine room, which this has been here for a few years. And then my dad's office is kind of like in the next phase of renovations, I think next year, because there's, it looks good, but it's kind of chaos in here. So they're gonna redo that at some point. And then, yeah, this looks amazing. And then the outdoor area is a complete disaster. I'll show you. But then this is the kitchen. Excuse the bags on the floor. I didn't know where my mom wanted those. I didn't want to put those away. And again, this kitchen was done a few years back, so nothing necessarily new in here besides this little coffee nook area, which my mom had explained this to me. And I was like, Mom, how are you gonna fit a chair, let alone 2 chairs in here and a rug and a table? And lo and behold, they found a way. And these chairs are also really comfortable, which is shocking because I feel like chairs that look like this don't tend to be comfortable sitting chairs. So that is that. And then my bedroom has always been back here. My dad hung this yesterday after I got home. It's a picture of me and my dad. He was like, I added to the decor. Do you love it? And then my bathroom, again, kind of in the next phase of renovations, it will be finished. They've done some minor things, like this mirror is new. Some of the stuff in the shower is new, but I think my mom's plan is to completely redo this bathroom, new tile, new sink, everything. But I do think for now, it actually kind of matches the rest of the house, where it didn't used to match the rest of the house, but I think now it does. And then this is my bedroom. It looks insane, you guys. I seriously wanted to cry when I walked in here. It looks so good. Unreal. My mom and her decorator just absolutely crushed it. It looks so good. So I am thankful that my parents haven't turned like my bedroom into like an office or a gym or something, and that they want to like keep decorating it in a way that I would love. I was very shocked and surprised and just very happy. And then I just wanted to show you, so when you come out of my room, this is what you see in the kitchen, which just looks so stunning. Really gorgeous. And the guest room slash den is gonna be kind of like a movie cozy room. They're gonna get like a big comfy couch in there. There's a TV in there, and yeah, they're gonna make that up. I think that's also part of like next year or the year after. So, which is fine. I mean, my brother and I don't live here, so when my parents have guests, they can either stay in my room or my brother's room. And then this is the outdoor patio situation. This is very much a work in progress. They're extending the patio this way and this way, like significantly. It used to end where the white concrete is right here, and now it's extending past my bedroom. And it's gonna look amazing. And apparently they should be done by Christmas. So when I come back and Mike's here, it should be done. That's the house tour update. It looks really good. So I'll keep you guys posted with the outdoor area and some of the finishing touches, but it looks amazing. I feel like I'm in like a 5-star boutique hotel. I cannot believe that this is my parents' home. And it's so crazy because this looks completely different than the home I grew up in. This is the house I've been living in since I was like 4 or 5 years old, but it looks completely different to a point that I kept telling my mom, I feel like uncomfortable because I don't feel like I'm in my house. Like, I don't know whose house this is, but it's not mine. It was the home that they bought when they were like 35 years old, and now they're almost 60. So I could cry that like they have this stunning house that, you know, they worked really hard and saved for a very long time to achieve. So I'm really happy for them. I'm obsessed with it. Keep telling Mike he's gonna have to come down here and like drag me home because I don't want to leave. My mom has requested a latte, so I'm gonna start working on that. And then I think we're gonna head out and grab some lunch and just have like a really fun Tampa afternoon. So I'll bring you guys along. Oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted. I just realized. Hi, we are going to grab some lunch at a place in Tampa called Fat Meat Farm. I'm excited. I've heard good things about it, and my mom really likes it too.
I do. I've only been there once. They have the best cold brew anywhere I've had in any city I've traveled to. So good. And it's really, they have yoga there, they have weddings there. It's pretty cool. Casual.
Have you eaten today?
Yeah.
Plan is to go to Hyde Park. My mom and I want to do a little bit of shopping. See you at the farm. My mom sits in the car until my dad comes around to get the door. I'm not kidding. She sits there and waits.
All the greens.
This looks really good, but we're torn between a smoked turkey club and the Cuban. And apparently they have gluten-free. Is the gluten-free bread good?
I didn't try it.
Oh, you didn't try it. Oh, okay.
But I'm sure it is. They make everything here.
Torn.
I'm so excited.
Whoa.
Lord Father, thank you so much.
Just had the yummiest lunch. Oh my God, I probably have spring mix in my teeth. Chicken salad was fire, smoked turkey sandwich, insane, gluten-free bread, so good. So anyway, we'll be back. My dad goes straight for the couch. We did some damage at Madewell. And then where else we went? Into Reformation, Sunny Spencer, all the usual spots.
Fell in love with everything Jonathan Simkai.
Oh yeah, a lot of good Jonathan Simkai at Sunny Spencer. And now we're gonna go get a glass of wine, very well deserved from Meat Market. Very busy day today. We ended up at On Swan instead of Meat Market. It was a little crazy over there. Home and showered, and we picked up my favorite sushi from Soho Sushi, and we're gonna eat some dinner and I think watch Wicked and then go to bed. Are you excited to watch Wicked, Dad? Mm-hmm. Dad hasn't seen Wicked. Mike said he thinks you'll hate it.
I'll probably be asleep. Let's try.
Well, there's ponzu. Right, I don't think I really need it either.
Hi guys, good morning. My dad's sunglasses, hang on. Good morning, Sunday morning. Look at me driving a car, what a rarity. It is very much later into the day. It's about 2 o'clock, and I hope the sound is working okay, because I think my phone is connected to Bluetooth, so it's probably running through the car. But, give you a little rundown of the day. It feels as though my morning is just starting, even though it is 2 p.m., because I slept in until 11 o'clock. What? I am like up by 7 or 7:30 usually. Like even on the weekends, I am incapable of sleeping in. but for whatever reason, I guess I was just really sleep deprived. I did stay up a little bit later last night because we watched Wicked with my dad because we're all going to see it on Tuesday. So my dad hasn't seen the show on Broadway, obviously, and he didn't go with my mom and I to see the first movie last year. So he was like, I don't want to pay for a $30 nap. I should probably watch the movie so I know a little bit of what's going on. I spent really like almost 2 hours. Honestly, it was almost 2 hours editing videos, and I got a couple up today. I posted a video on Reels. I finalized some edits for an ad that has to go live today. I hope I need to remember to post it this evening. And then that's gonna go live on Instagram, edited and posted a TikTok video as well. So what else? Oh, so then I got up, made my coffee. I am heading to church now to meet my whole family. All three of them asked me to bring them honey lattes this morning. So I made everyone lattes. I packed them into the car. And then my mom called me and was like, hey, we're out of water for the volunteers. Can you stop by Sprouts and pick up some water? So I did that. And now, all said and done, it's 2 o'clock and I'm like 5 minutes away from church. Can I turn right here? I'm going to. Okay. Heading there now. I'm gonna help them volunteer for a few hours. I think we're eating at home tonight. That's really kind of all the updates for Sunday. Not too much going on. And I still haven't emptied out the SD card on my camera. So we are still on my iPhone today. And now I'm almost to church. So that was kind of, oh my God, wait, I see why people vlog in their cars. This is so fun. Wow, I wish that I could do this all the time. And the lighting is fabulous. We've been home for a little bit. I showered. I was just watching some YouTube videos and getting some work done, getting some videos edited, posted that ad for Living Proof that had to go live tonight on Reels. And then mom made some dinner.
Oh gosh, with the hair all over the place.
She made like a little Greek sheet pan chicken, some polenta, and then we're just gonna eat at the bistro table tonight. I'm so excited. And my dad and my brother ended up going to a cigar bar after we all left the church, and they've been there for many hours now. Do they go for a while to that place?
It's a place where you go and chat and have a cocktail.
We're gonna eat some dinner and then I think watch a chick flick. Probably be asleep by like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but that's the plan. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday morning. I have just been sat getting some work done. It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon. I've been working since like 9:15, I think, this morning. I'm so hungry, like starving. I haven't eaten anything yet today and I like can't focus. I'm starving. So I think I am gonna run out and pick up some lunch. And I also really want to go get my brows done. Over on my Instagram stories, I asked for some help from the Tampa girlies because I don't know where to get my brows done these days. I used to go to the Anastasia counter at the Nordstrom and like I went there for years. They crush it. Honestly, my brows always look really good. But then my girl left. Then they like started changing the wax and I started breaking out every time I went, which come to find is a wax thing, not an Anastasia thing. I just like am really sensitive to wax and it makes me break out. And not break out, it's like hives. It looks like breakouts, but it's like so itchy and it's hives and it lasts all day and it sucks. So that's why I get threaded in New York. I asked for threading recommendations and actually nobody gave me a threading recommendation. Everything was a wax recommendation, but there were some really good recs on there. So I think I'm gonna go to one of the places that like 2 or 3 girls told me is really great, but they don't take appointments. It's walk-in only. I think I'm gonna head over there before like the after work rush starts. And I figure if I'm running out to grab lunch, I might as well just pop in for just a quick little brow wax anyway. And then I have therapy later on today after work. So that's really everything. My parents are at the church again today. They got there at 9 and they're there until 4. And I think today's their last day. So I don't know what the plan is for dinner, if we're gonna go out and grab something to eat or if we're gonna have food at home. I'm kind of in a mood to go out because we haven't gone out since I've been home, which like, can you blame me, you know? But it might be nice to just go out and get something to eat, although I'm eating out tomorrow with my friends, so I don't know. Not sure. I'll bring you guys along for whatever we end up deciding to do. And I don't know what I wanna pick up for lunch. But anyway, I think I'm gonna grab my stuff and then I'm gonna head out and really quickly just grab some lunch and get my brows done. And that's the plan. Oh my God, gotta get a grip. So I drove to the brow place and they are closed today. And I figured, okay, let me see if there's another brow place around here. For whatever reason, all the brow places in Tampa are closed on Mondays. So I'm just I'll probably pick up some lunch and just head home. But my God, it's been a horrible last hour. So I go to get into my car, can't find my purse. Well, it's my mom's purse, very nice purse, but I was using it the last couple days. I had my wallet, my sunglasses, lip stuff. I couldn't find it when I got into the car. I was like, that's weird. And then I remembered, oh my God, the last place I had it was at church yesterday. And I had set it down on this table at the entrance of church. It's kind of like a box, whatever, like storage box table thing. And during the Operation Christmas Child days, that kind of acts as like the counter for all the volunteers' personal items. So like a ton of other purses there, wallets, keys, coffee cups, whatever. And so I put my bag there when I first got there, but I ended up staying late because I was helping my mom like close everything out. So I for whatever reason thought that the purse was in the car, and I went back in my mom's car. So I didn't even think that I was leaving the purse at church. Basically, while we were outside kind of closing everything up, there was a youth group on the inside, which are, I don't really know the specifics, but like, I don't know if they're former convicted female juvenile detainees or current. My dad told me that they're current. I don't know. I'm not sure. But at some point, convicted juvenile delinquents have a youth group at our church, and they were there last night while we were finishing up all the Operation Christmas Child stuff. When I got into the car this morning and realized it wasn't in there, I was like, oh shit, I must have left it at church. And oh shit, there were people that outside of my group, like our volunteer group, that were there. So I called my mom. She couldn't talk, but she said, oh, here's this like voicemail. Listen to the voicemail. So it's the voicemail of the woman who I guess runs the girls group. And she basically said, one of my girls picked up this purse, thought it was a donation, and we would like to return the purse to you because we realize it's not a donation because there's a wallet with an ID and credit cards and everything in there. And she was trying to get it back to me, I guess, but she called my mom because my mom was running the event outside. So that's why she somehow got in touch with my mom. My mom didn't explain to me that the purse has already been returned. Thank God. Very appreciative and grateful. But my mom just says, listen to the voice note. So I listened to the voice note. So I call this woman back and leave her voicemail saying like, this is Aubrey Lobin. You left a voicemail for my mom. I'm trying to get my purse back, whatever. So then I speak to my mom, and my mom says, don't worry about it. Like, we have the purse. And I said, okay, well, there was quite a lot of cash. I did not know how much cash was in there, but I knew it was at least $100. It was mostly the cash from selling my furniture when I moved in with Mike. And when I went back in my mind, I tried to do like a log sheet in my mind of like how much cash I have spent. At one point there's this amount of cash. How much have I spent the last couple weeks? I was pulling up like receipts from when I think I've used my cash. So anyway, my dad tells me all the cash is gone. So I'm like, okay, great. And I said, what about my sunglasses? He's like, I didn't see them, but I'm not sure. So I don't know. I don't have the purse, so I can't confirm what is in there or what's not. I don't know if my credit cards are in. I don't know. This woman calls me back while I'm on the phone with my parents. She explains to me the situation, but it wasn't really making much sense because on one hand, she's like, we thought it was a donation. But then she says, my girls took the cash when they saw the ID. They opened up the wallet and took the cash because they thought it was a donation. But then I realized it's not a donation because there's someone's ID in there. Wasn't making any sense, but whatever. She said, my girls already spent all the cash. And so, yeah, all the cash is gone, but I am happy to sell you. And I said, okay, great. Thank you. And then I'm in a tough situation because probably, I can imagine, I feel better about them having the money than I do. But at the same time, my purse was taken from my church that I've been going to for 25 years while I'm sitting 10 yards away. It's very unsettling. I'm so appreciative. Like, thank you so much for returning my purse and doing the right thing. I'm very, very grateful. She's trying to lecture me of like, anyone else could have stolen this purse and like, you need to be careful. And if someone could have blown through your credit cards and stolen your identity and all this stuff and then never returned the purse. And on one hand, I'm like, yeah, that's true. But on the other hand, I'm like, well, I've been going to this church for 25 years. My purse was exactly where I should have put it. It was out of my sight, but I was lifting boxes. Like, I couldn't be wearing my purse during that. And I was 10 yards away. On one hand, I get what she was saying, but on the other hand, I'm like, well, it was at my church and I was there. So, you know, I like to believe that that's not true, but okay, anything could happen. So she's basically saying like, you're lucky that it was us and that we're trying to return the purse, whatever. So then she says, you know, I'm happy to Zelle you, just send me your Zelle information. So I'm like, okay, great. And I call my dad and I'm like, I'm struggling with it because I feel bad having them Zelle me, but they took my cash and spent it. And I don't know in what world a Louis Vuitton purse with a wallet with a driver's license and credit cards and a handful of cash, sunglasses and lip gloss is considered a donation. By the way, in an area, there's no sign that says donation. No other donations. It's clearly a purse that was left there because it was presumed to be safe. I am not trying to absolve myself of any blame. I realize that this is on me. Like, I shouldn't have left my purse out, especially as people started clearing out, especially if I knew that there was a group of young women that I don't know at my church. I probably should have thought, you know what, let me go grab my purse and put it in my trunk. I should have done that, and I didn't. So anyway, so I call my dad. I'm like, I feel strange having them Zelle me because I don't need that money realistically, and I don't know what their situation is, but feels like they were going to remove a very nice purse from the premise of a church that they are not members of. I'm inclined to believe that they would probably need the money more than I. So I was struggling with that. And, you know, my dad said, look, ultimately there was no donation area. It was your money. Like, you should tell them. She's offering to sell you. You should just take her up on it. I immediately get a call from the woman who heads up the organization. She basically tells me that I'm a liar and that I'm completely out of line. I am completely wrong and that there was nowhere near that amount of money in my wallet. She's very upset. Very upset. I'm saying, look, okay, I'm sorry. Tell me whatever you're comfortable with. So then she calls over one of her girls, and one of her girls she basically is trying to like defend the woman, which like I wasn't accusing them of anything. I just said, look, Zelle me whatever. But I clearly struck a nerve because they now thought that I was trying to lie or get money out of them. I said, look, I don't want money out of you guys. I don't want that. I'm just asking for, you're saying you'll Zelle me for the money that your girls took. And so the girl gets on and saying, you know, starts saying that I was accusing her grandma, this, that, the other. I'm not accusing. Your grandma and I had a really nice conversation a little bit ago when we initially spoke on the phone. And then I texted her saying, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative. Thank you for returning my items. She was just, for whatever reason, like not letting it go and then continuing to say that I was in the wrong because I left my purse on a donation table. She calls over another girl or two and then they start, I don't want to say yelling, but very angrily accusing me of making them all out to be liars and that I'm lucky that they took my purse because they're the ones that ended up returning it and anyone else would have just taken it. I was at the church until we left. Everyone else in our group had left, but I stayed later helping my mom. We stayed until, I don't know, later on. And she's telling me that she never once saw me, that I wasn't at the, like basically making me out to seem like a liar. And like, I get that this is crazy because I'm like, there's just no arguing with certain people. I understand that. It's just so frustrating when you're trying to explain something to someone and they're making you seem like crazy for what you're saying and that you're lying when you know something to be true. I'm grateful that my purse was returned. I don't know if I'm going to include this because this just feels like a very, I don't know, at the end of the day, realize that I'm very fortunate. It's about the whole principle of everything. Lesson learned. Having your belongings tampered with is really disheartening, especially when like I was trying to do something good at church and like give back to some extent in a place that like I felt really comfortable. Like I was at my church, you know, and like I was with my family and I was trying to do something to give back. I know I'm like victim playing myself right now and like trying to feel bad for myself. I get that. It just feels like really violating One of the girls got on the phone. The leader was like, what did you see at the entrance of the church? What did you see? And she's like, oh, a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, and she's like, no, you saw a donation box, right? And the girl was like, oh yeah, with the Louis Vuitton bag. And it could be a lot worse because it could be I would probably be like filing a police report and like going through all this stuff if I hadn't gotten the purse back or they hadn't reached back out. So I'm grateful for that, but it's just like crap that it happened in the first place. Good thing is I have a lot to go over in therapy today, so that'll be nice. Anyway, that's my story time. Bye. Also, I'm gonna pick up Fresh Kitchen because I'm right across the street. I had to pull in here because I was hysterically crying because after I got off the phone with these people, I was hysterically crying. So I'm gonna pull out and I'm gonna go to Fresh Kitchen and pick up some lunch. Back in the car. This is being in the suburbs. I'm in a car all the time. I kind of love it. Feeling a little bit calmer, let's say. I got my Fresh Kitchen, I went home, I ate it, I got some work done, I had therapy, and now I just got off the phone with my dad and he said that they're gonna be at the church till like at least, oh my God, probably at least 8 or 8:30. I don't know what they were planning to do for dinner, but my guess would be they weren't really gonna eat much. So I asked my dad if he wanted me to make dinner and he was so excited. Oh my God, I could cry. It was like, yeah, that'd be so great. So I am gonna run to Sprouts and pick up some stuff to make a yummy dinner. I've personally had a very long and emotionally jolting day. I asked Carrington what he felt like eating and he said steak, and I was like, what's the second next thing you feel like eating? And he said pasta. So I'm gonna make pasta. I think I'm gonna do a spicy vodka rigatoni with a chicken cutlet, which is like bulbous as hell. It's one of Mike's favorite meals that I make him, and because my brother said he felt like pasta, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I asked him if he wanted grilled chicken or a cutlet. He said grilled chicken, and he's like, no. He like literally made like a disgusted face. But let's head to the grocery store. Our dog died over a year ago, and tell me why I'm walking by her groomer and I literally just started crying. Ugh, never gets easier, I swear. Yeah, that's coming with us. I love Jovial for gluten-free pastas because the ingredients are pretty clean. And this one's grain-free. Organic cassava flour and water. That's it. So good. So we're doing this. And next, I just need some like panko or breadcrumbs or something, like gluten-free breadcrumbs. I should have checked if we have this at the house, but I didn't. And whatever, I'll be replacing stuff that oh my gosh, wait. This stuff is so good. It's so hard to find. It's like breadcrumbs made of cauliflower. It's really good stuff. Okay, maybe I'll just do this one. Maybe I'll just do this, unless I can find actual breadcrumbs, but I don't think I can, so. This stuff is so good. I'm so happy that they have it. It's really hard to find. The ingredients are just dried cauliflower, rice crumbs, which is rice flour, raisin juice, and sea salt. That's it. Pretty clean. Okay, we're gonna do that. I think that's everything. The stuff for the chicken, I have the stuff for the pasta. I think that's it. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, I kind of want to find like a fun dessert. Let's see what I can go find in the frozen food aisle. I've heard such good things about this brand. You cannot find this ice cream in New York. I feel like it's like a strictly Sprouts thing, and the ingredients are milk, cream, raw honey, skim milk, egg yolk, cocoa, and butter. I think we need to try this. I just don't know what flavor. Okay, I got the Dough Bear, and it's like cookie dough ice cream, but the cookie dough is like made of dates. It's dates, butter, skim milk, honey, egg, pure vanilla extract, salt. Okay, I definitely have to do this. Groceries are secured and now we're heading home. It's only 6, it's like a little bit after 6 right now, and I guess I'll plan to like have dinner ready by 9. So I guess when I get home, I'll just go ahead and shower, wash my hair, do the whole thing. I'll see you at home. This is very naughty, but I think I want to try the pineapple upside down coconut Colts and the Dough Bear ice cream for bears ice cream. I should do this for dessert, but that's hours away and I want it now. So let's try it. There's also no way that these taste good back to back. So I'm trying to figure out which one I should start with. I think maybe the coconut bowl. I've heard that this one's good, but it's not one that I would grab, I think, on my own. So I hope it's good because it's a big jar and she was expensive. So, oh my God, it smells like Dole Whip. Oh my God, there are chunks of pineapple in here. Wait, I'm kind of freaked out. Oh. Uh-oh. What does this taste like? Oh my God, it's fire. Oh my God, that's really good. I think they sell this flavor at Happier, but when I reached for it, it was like really sticky and gross, so I didn't take it. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, so good. That one's a winner. Let's try this. Oh my God, wait, this legit looks like Haagen-Dazs cookies and cream. Can you see that? Oops, where'd that go? Over here. Wait. Wait. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's insane. No, that literally tastes like Haagen-Dazs cookies and cream. I mean, cookie dough ice cream. If anyone knows where you can find this in New York, you have to let me know. This is insane. How is that made of dates? Like, the ingredients are so clean. Oh my God, no way. That's sick. That is sick and twisted. How good that is. And now I'm gonna shower. I washed my PJs, so I have clean pajamas, especially because my parents aren't home. I love showering in my mom's shower because she's got the good stuff in there. This quality looks bad right now. It's probably because of lighting. There we go. But I love showering in my mom's shower because she's got all the good products in here. Look at this shower, please. It's just so good. So I'm going to shower in here. Put the blinds down. Now it's shower time. And I am gonna wash my hair tonight because it's in desperate need of a good clean. And also I just feel like after a long emotionally draining day, it's just nice to take an everything shower. So let's do that.